Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Picnic Table Chat Show. I am Tom, your host. I'm just trying to sort this out. Hopefully you can hear me. And today we are doing episode 13 of season 3, so we're quite far into the chat show. I'm glad everyone's been here and enjoying it. Today we've got with us Ted from Ted's Creatures UK. Do you want to go ahead and say hello to everyone, buddy?
Yeah, go on then. Yeah. Well, hello everybody. I'm little old me. I've got a multitude of animals, mostly ants, as we know. I'm here, so yeah, you fire away any questions you want.
Brilliant. So first things first, what do you keep apart from the ants? Because we know about ants.
I've got mantises, tarantulas, a jumping spider, 2 frogs, morning geckos, stick insects, and tropical fish. And I've probably missed a few. I've got cats and dogs, but
quite a collection.
Know about that. What's that, buddy?
Yeah, quite a collection.
Well, you know, I prefer them to people, so.
yeah, I know that. So what ants do you have?
Mesobarus, Mesominor, Mesocliverum, Tetramorium bicarinatum.
Wow,
that's the big colony. Everyone, I share that a lot anyway, so everyone probably know that one.
Yeah, that's a really good colony though. They're doing so amazing. What was it, 3 months or something?
Yeah, 3 months, and they've nearly filled that nest. So I've just added them onto a Saturn nest, so they've got, when they're ready, they can boom away all they want. It's
Yeah,
amazing.
yeah,
Yeah,
brilliant. So carry on. You've got more than that, haven't you?
yeah, but I've had a few drinks and I can't remember.
No, that's fine. So from what I know, you've got loads of different ants, haven't you? You've got quite a
Polyrackers,
nice,
there you go.
yeah, you've got quite a nice shelf like set up for them. Really nice
Yeah,
display, haven't you? There we go.
they're all there.
Yeah, I love how neatly that's displayed.
Oh, it has to be, doesn't it? Otherwise my head will explode.
Yeah, but mine's probably not that tidy at the moment. Like
You'd probably
I've
call
got,
it eclectic, wouldn't you?
well, my issue is I've got more outworlds and stuff than I actually need, so it's just kind of scattered everywhere. When I do filming, I move it all.
Yeah?
Yeah, and make it kind of look tidy, you know. But no, it's generally not that tidy.
Who
It
cares?
does
As
it.
long as you're enjoying yourself, that's what
That's
matters.
it. It serves its purpose. So what's your biggest ant colony?
It's got to be the Tetramorium at the minute. I've had them the shortest amount of time, but freaking hell. They're
Yeah,
going to cause me some troubles in another 3 months, I think.
yeah, more than likely. Would you recommend keeping them?
Yeah, if you've got, I mean, if you've got, I don't want to bring it down to money, but it's they're going to cost you a few bob in the future for nests and
Yeah,
food and things. If you've got that and you've got the time, then yeah, go for it.
yeah, yeah.
But it
No, that
isn't,
I think that's a factor that needs to be considered all the time. You know, when these colonies get bigger, they do cost a fair bit to house and keep.
well, that's it, isn't it? But for the love of ants, we do it, don't we?
Definitely, definitely. Crazy Antics is asking how many queens in the Tetramorium by by that one.
Yeah, that one. It's I got them with 2 queens, and I haven't seen any winged ants yet. So
Not yet.
no, not yet. So I'd say imagine it's still 2.
Yeah, too early. So are you expecting to see any elates or any wings in any colonies this year, or are they all too small, do you think?
I better have to. I spent a fortune on the buggers.
Yeah,
No, I'd imagine. I'd imagine the way they're growing. I'd imagine I will see some. Yeah, definitely.
that'd be cool. I'm really hoping to see some elates in my Polyrachus dives this year. We got lots of males last year, but I'm hoping to actually get some females this year, and that'd be awesome. Yeah, I'll be happy with that.
Too right.
Is there any other ants that you currently want? It's a hard question.
No,
No? You're happy?
no, no.
You're happy?
No. There's so many out there that look so cool. I just don't know. I think I've got all the ones on my wish list. I have now, and Polyrachus dives was the top one. So I've got that. So at the moment, I'm quite happy with what I've got, and I'll just plow away at them. And I've got like I don't know, this side. You probably can see them just there. I've got like a row of 6 or 7 queens there, all Nico, what's it called? Nico
Barensis.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah.
And a few others, Camponotus cruentus, Fugax, they're all queens there. So I think I've got enough. I'm trying to convince myself I've got enough. But you know the score. You know the score.
Yeah, I know the score. It's really, really like I always say that I've got down from 37 colonies to I've got, I don't know, 20 something of my own colonies now, because I've cut down a little bit, and I'm kind of telling myself I don't need any more because I've got all these hundreds of test tubes of ants to look after anyways. And then I look at them when I'm feeding them, I'm like, I kind of want these. I kind of want these.
See, you've entered the realm of selling them now, haven't you? So
yeah, that's it.
That's why I can't breed cats or dogs. I'd end up with hundreds.
Yeah, that's the issue. So I'm like constantly saying, I can't have bees. I've got no more space. I need to. Well, I have got space. That's the issue. I've got loads of space now. But I need to. It's about time management. You know what I mean? I don't have time to look after like 100 odd test tubes and all my 30 odd colonies. It's just too much.
Oh, that's fair enough, isn't it, buddy? It's fair enough.
Yeah, well, that's it. I mean, I don't like test tube feeding at the best of times. I've always struggled with test tubes. All my personal colonies, I get them into like the tubs and tubes or something like that as soon as I can.
Definitely.
I just always struggle with test tube feeding, but I've got the hang of it. Like, it's not an issue. I just don't like doing it.
I'll tell you what, when I first started ant keeping, I had a few test tubes and I was trying to feed them. All my underpants went brown. They absolutely, they came out like nobody's business.
Yeah.
And I was like, nah, you know, like, so as soon as I found out about that test tube and tubs set up, jobs are good.
Yeah, definitely. It makes so much. It makes everything so easy in comparison. Like if you need to move them into a new test tube because there's dirty, you just add another test tube. You know, it makes life so much easier. But I haven't done that with any of the ones I'm selling. Obviously, they're just in their test tubes. In fact, yesterday I had to move 16 colonies into new test tubes because they're like starting to get a bit run out of water, and you know how it is. 16 colonies takes a little while, you know.
If I had an ass, I'd take it off to your son.
Take my. Oh, that was my awful hair.
There they are.
It's really hot and humid over here, so my hair's just like awful.
Hey, tell me about it. I'm a fat lad and bleeding now. I'm like a pig on a skewer, mate. Jesus Christ.
It's really hot and humid. It's that thunderstorm. In fact, I'm looking at my computer now. We've got a yellow warning here for thunderstorms. I'm just bringing up another question from Crazy Antics because it's to do with your Tetramorium.
Yeah.
That one. What temperature do you keep yours at, and how much protein do you give them? His are growing quite slowly at 25 degrees with a mixture of roaches and mealworms.
The heat cable is sat at 25. I don't monitor room temperature. It'll switch itself off. As long as it stays at 25, I'm quite happy with that. And I feed them every other day. They seem hungry for it, and I've just fed them now, so like 2 or 3 mealworms, and they're absolutely on it. So yeah, every other day for that. I'd imagine they're like, I don't know, 300 to 500 workers now. So yeah, every other day I feed them. They're hungry for it. So, and they're doing well. So I'm sticking with that.
Yeah. That's a bit like my Formica colony. They're so protein hungry. Like I'm feeding them far more than I would any other colony that size.
Yeah.
But they're just so on it, and like I love the way they react. The minute you take the lid off, they don't head for the food; they head for the opening because they just know, they're desperate to come and get me and eat me. I do really enjoy them. Like I wanted them from the very first days that I started ant keeping, and I looked at them and I was like, oh no, they can gas themselves and it might not be good for me, and it put me off about the spraying acid. Since owning them, not had any issues. What I'm opening up the lid occasionally, making sure the barrier is tight, but just letting them air out a little bit because I know they can gas themselves. Apart from that, they're fairly easy. Like had no issues with the acid.
No, people say all these things, don't they? But if you want an ant, just do it. I say, just do it. I'm not an ambassador for like, don't do it, don't do it. You don't get them. Just do it. That's me. And look where I am. I've got bloody loads of them now.
Yeah, that's yeah. No, to be honest, I'm a bit like that. Like I always say, do all your research and everything, but if you feel you can look after something, then get it. Yeah.
You'll have to do the political stuff for me because I'll just be like, just get them.
Yeah. No, I always say do research first, or at least order them and then do some research on them before they arrive. You know?
Oh yeah.
I mean,
definitely.
You got
what Tom says. Don't listen to me.
Oh, brilliant. So what are your favourite ants apart from the Tetramorium? What would be your favourite?
I would have said Mesobarbarus, but since I've had the Mesocliverum, I'm going to say them. They seem so much more active and alert than the Mesobarbarus.
Yeah.
Because I've got a big colony of Mesobarbarus. Well, I say big, but it's
Big
I
enough.
never see them really. Yeah, I never see them. But the Cliverum are not that big. But you can always guarantee you'll see one of the workers out. And I was in there the other day cleaning them out, and like attack the cotton wool and everything. It's such a cool little little ant. Well, big ant.
Yeah, bigger.
So I'd say Mesocliverum, yeah.
Yeah, no, that's really cool. I like them. That's like, it's a bit different of an answer as well. Most people would say like leaf cutters or something like that. That's a good answer.
Oh no.
Is there
Leaf
any?
cutters, I'll leave the leaf cutters to someone else. I'm just happy with what I got here.
Yeah, no, that's fair. Is there any ants that you don't like?
Nah.
No, none at all.
No. What's to be scared of? It's just an ant, isn't it?
Yeah, just an ant.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's
No,
fair.
I can't. No, honestly, it's all seriousness. No, I can't say no.
No, that's really cool. See, like I've always said about Solenopsis, they're a little bit difficult sometimes, but I've got nothing against them. It's not that I don't like them.
Well, that's it. If you see an ant, you want it. Do your research, as you said, and if you think you can handle it, the growth, how quick. Always look how quick they grow, because you don't want to be unprepared, because that's when you'll fail. So, yeah, if you're happy with that, then why not?
What sort of thing attracts you to an ant species? Is it the size? Is it their aggressiveness? Or what kind of thing attracts you?
I'd say now I would say growth, because I've been through all that from queen to worker. I've done all that. So now for me, if I want an ant, it'll be I want a fast grower.
Yeah.
So I can see the numbers, see their activity, see their scent trails, watch watch them and study them a bit. So I'd say growth for me. Now.
Yeah, no, that's fair. I think like you say, once you get that like the queen bit and the founding bit done, there is that sort of you just want to see a big colony, you know?
Yeah, I might be wrong, but that's me. I just want to see a big colony.
No,
I
think
you're
right.
So.
Yeah, no, I think you're right. Like I say, it's like you can tick that box off. Like I've done that, I know how to do it. But now I just want the big colonies to actually watch. You know,
it's all progression, isn't it? You obviously start at the beginning, and I feel confident enough. It depends on confidence of people. If you're happy with Lazius niger, then stick with them. Don't push yourself. But if you're happy to research and willing to pay for expansion and be prepared for expansion, and there's nothing stopping you.
Yeah, no, I think you're right. So I'm just going through my questions, making sure I'm getting them all.
Yeah, man.
Do you have any bioactive setups?
No.
No, none at all.
No. I did try that, but I never saw them. I think I put the colony was too small, so no.
Yeah. No, that's fair. That's fair. Is it something you might try again in the future?
Oh, definitely. I've got a couple of old tanks knocking around here, and I think to myself, yeah, I'll do that one day. There's no rush. I'll do it as my own speed. It's my own hobby, isn't it? So I'll do it when I'm ready.
Yeah. No, that's fair. That's fair. Do you ever feed live prey?
No.
Never?
No, I haven't so far.
That's fair.
Although, if you want to be grim, I have cut a head off a waxworm and it's still been wriggling like a good one and put it in with the Tetramorium, and they've not seemed to be bothered by it. So,
no, that's fair. Obviously, some colonies, like my diacama that I showed earlier, do require live prey. I think they might take it if it's dead, but they, when it's live and wiggling, that's when that activity happens.
But no, as far as the colonies I've got, I've never had to feed them live. They've always gone mad for what I've given them. So,
What kind of things do you feed your colonies?
And waxworms, mealworms,
Yeah.
locusts, roaches. I try and alternate it, so I won't feed them the same thing a second time, because obviously in the wild they'll find all sorts, won't they? So keep their mind. You know what I mean?
Active.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, like quite often I will try and feed them in different places around their enclosure, so it's not too, like you say, robotic. You want it more natural, don't you?
But yeah, exactly. If they're in the wild, they're not going to find the food in the same place every time, are they? So
Exactly.
you just
Exactly.
or the same food, so you just alternate and keep them stimulated, and you're away.
Yeah, yeah. No, that's it. Do you breed any of your feeder insects yourself?
No, I've tried mealworms because they seem to be the simplest ones. I've
Yeah.
had beetles, but the beetles died, so I don't know what I'm doing. But no, I haven't as yet.
Okay.
But you never know with these colonies the way they're growing. I'll probably have to, won't
I was gonna say, do you find it's quite expensive, like buying it all in?
I? No, but the
Not
soup
yet.
noodles are getting boring at the minute.
But I expect the Tetramorium as they grow, their protein intake's going to be quite large, isn't it? You know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. Well, no, I'm not worried about that. Yeah, I love them so.
Yeah, that's it. You make it happen.
Yeah, I would never have got them if I didn't think I could handle it. So we will get
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, we will get there.
Just bear with me.
No problem. Do what you gotta do.
Cheers, everyone.
Right. So let's move away from the ants because you keep so many other things.
Yeah,
You don't keep any scorpions, do you?
I tried.
You tried.
I tried, yeah, but we'll end that there and move on to something else.
All right, fair enough. We'll move on to mantises because you love
Yeah.
your mantises, don't you?
Oh God, yeah.
What mantises do you currently keep?
Currently got 4 giant Asians, a budwing, bordered, marble, devil's flower,
Yeah.
orchid, and Miomantis baculli. I've got like an Egyptian pygmy mantis. That's them. They're only little, but they're cool.
Pygmy mantis, so they must be tiny. Yeah.
Yeah, they're not very big, but it was the excuse me, it was the first mantis I ever owned. So
Yeah.
yeah, I've got a little sweet spot for them. They're only, as I said, they're only small, but they're so easy to keep, and
Yeah.
they're just amazing. As I said it, I think I may have mentioned to you. If you want another creature to keep with ants that can like, what's the word?
Could
Go together. So you've got your
yeah.
ants you can watch, study, and then you've got your mantis. You can get out. They fly. They crawl. They're very interactive. They'll watch you. And I'm sure if they were the same size as me, they'd eat me.
I'm sure they probably would.
Yeah, too right.
Yeah, they're deadly, really. If you were their size, they would be alpha and predator, you know.
Yeah, I'm surprised there hasn't been a horror movie about them, to be honest.
There probably has, back in like the 50s or something like that, black and white, with crazy mantis or something like that. We should Google that and look it up. And
yeah, get them in the comments now. Find one for me.
Someone in the comments can do that for us. Mantis don't have a very long lifespan, do they? Is that right?
No, I'm not. I'd say average. Oh, sorry, my buffon's gone funny. Hang on a minute. They are kids. Yeah, probably average of 12 months, depending on the females can live longer. Obviously, they're the ones. Once the male's done the job, basically,
Yeah,
it's effective like ants, isn't it? Like once they've done the job, so females live a bit longer. Depending on care, feed, and whatnot, they can live quite happily over 12 months. But they're just so cool, so interactive, and they watch you, they listen, and to watch them hunt. You know what I mean?
yeah. You see, I am going to get a mantis very soon, I think, for that. Basically, I want to watch them like hunt. And, like, I've been told they'll follow you around the room. they're really cool pets.
Oh yeah, they are. They're super cool. As I said, they go hand in hand. I think with ants, they're a great comparison between the two. So yeah, I'm advocating mantis. So everyone in the chat, get over there to Mantis NI advert.
Yes.
And get one because they're so cool.
Sorry,
I went on a bit of an advertising there. You know what I mean?
No, that's fine.
Give me my tits, shouldn't I? Sorry, kids.
I always say Mantis NI is going to be my go-to place for mantises.
Yeah.
He's always been a great guy to me. He runs a really good business, and his products are top quality.
Yeah.
Simple as that. Yeah.
I wouldn't have mentioned him if I didn't believe in him. So.
Exactly. I always say he's more than welcome to come on and advertise on this show because he is one of the mantis shops that I would advocate for. Definitely.
He's going to your exhibition, isn't he?
He is. I was going to talk to you about that. You're coming with it, aren't you?
Yeah, of course I am. I'll be there.
Yeah. Are you looking forward to it?
Too right, I am. Is everyone ready for me? That's the question.
Are they ready for you? Are they ready for me? Or when we meet up, I have a feeling it's going to be a mental day. Just everyone meeting up and just going crazy. It's going to be great fun.
Yeah, man. It'll be a good day. It'll be brilliant.
Yeah. Is there anything in particular you're looking forward to?
Meeting you, son. Obviously.
That's fair. Thank you.
What more can I say?
That's fair. I think, I'm looking forward to obviously meeting the community, but I think getting the whole show together as well and actually seeing it in the flesh.
Yeah.
I might even cry when it's done. I
was about to say you're going to shed a tear through pride. You are, so.
Yeah, it's going to be a really cool moment. Yeah, can't wait. Looking forward to it.
Too right. It's going to be good. As I said, meet everybody, and now everyone knows my face. They know where to punch. So happy days, isn't it?
I don't think we'll have any fights or anything at the event, to be honest.
Oh, good, because I'm a cracking boxer.
Yeah. Oh well. I mean, we could set up a little sparring ring outside if you want to have a quick go, but we won't tell the insurance.
That's a good plan. Yeah. Got that.
So back to the mantises.
Yeah. Good. Sorry. Yeah, carry on.
No, you're all good, buddy. All good. Have you ever tried breeding them?
No. I bought an oof. A Mio mantis oof, and I got like 20 odd mantis, and I thought, bloody hell, this is hard work.
What's an oof?
An oof is once the female's mated, she'll lay her eggs in like if you think of expanding foam, it's obviously expanding foam. Yeah. She'll lay her eggs in like a trail, and it'll expand, but the eggs will be in the middle. So when the eggs hatch, they'll pop out on a little zip wire or parachute, and then so you'll have bloody hundreds. So it's not something to take in lightly.
Right. Yeah,
some of them you can have hundreds that come out of one oof. So no, I wouldn't do it again.
Yeah, that's fair. Still like stick insects. What stick insects do you currently keep?
At the minute, I've got Indian stick insects. I did have Black Beauty and Maclay's Spectre.
No.
Getting the bramble for them was just, to be honest, I was a lazy git. So I passed them on to someone else.
Yeah.
But Indian stick insect, you can't get rid of them once you've had them.
Yeah.
The way that the eggs they lay, and then they just doesn't matter what you do, they just hatch, don't they? You've got them, haven't you? So.
Yeah, I mean, I've got a never-ending supply in the tank. It seems to be like they get to a certain size, and then the polyrhacus dives find them, and the cycle just carries on, I suppose.
Yeah, definitely.
But, yeah, I have got a whole enclosure full of them as well, and I've given them to schools and stuff. But like you say, there's just so many. You've got more than you can do anything with.
Yeah, I had, I don't know, 10 of them, and when I clean them out, the eggs, oh man, the eggs. And
Yeah, everywhere. There's loads. And
I'm
what
not,
do
we're
you
not
do?
putting people off, like, but yeah,
No,
if you
no,
want a
definitely
running supply of insects, crack on.
not. So back to the mantises. Do you prefer the larger ones or the smaller ones?
To be fair, no, I don't think there's a no. They've all pretty much got not the same characters. Like humans, everyone's different personality, but
Yeah,
characteristic wise, they're all the same, really. They're all so interactive and intelligent. And no, I wouldn't say there is. It wouldn't bother me. It just depends. People are a bit funny with big insects, or
yeah.
especially flying insects, because the males will fly if they're out. So yeah, it
Okay.
depends what you fancy, really.
Yeah. So what attracts you to a particular mantis? How would you
Um,
make up your mind?
to be honest, I don't go too mad. I've got enough now, but if I haven't got it and it looks cool, I will get it. I'll obviously research it. But
Yeah,
my main mantis that I really like is giant Asian. You can't beat them.
yeah. Classic.
Yeah, I've got 4 of them at the minute.
Yeah,
Uh, I've had 2 in the past, and they're just they're amazing. They are really good, and they're easy
So,
to keep as well. So yeah,
do you feed them live prey?
yeah. Usually
Yeah,
locusts. I'll just throw them in, and they'll once they clock on, their head will be fixed on it, and you can see
yeah,
them stalking it, and
yeah.
yeah, and then it's just poof, and it's done. So yeah, it's cool to watch.
So one thing I do know about mantis is they're one of the only insects that can turn their head.
Yeah,
Yeah,
wasn't it on your
yeah,
show we found that out, or was it? I can't remember.
yeah.
There was a quiz. I
Yeah,
remember seeing
it was
somewhere.
here. It was here during a quiz the other day. It
Yeah,
just
I
blew my
thought it
mind.
was.
Like,
Yeah,
but no other insect, even like I don't know, even ants can't turn their heads apparently.
no. Well, no. I've seen them look up, if that counts as turning their heads, but well,
Yeah,
smelling,
maybe.
yeah. I've seen them the other day when I
Yeah.
put the wrong ant back in the colony, and they
Oh,
can smell it.
yeah,
They can smell it. I got it out. No ants were
yeah.
harmed in the
Okay.
making of this stream, but yeah, it was fascinating to watch. They lift their heads up and you can see them
Yeah,
smelling scent, can't
yeah.
you? It's cool.
Pheromones coming in straight away. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That's what. See, I did an experiment once because when I first started keeping loads of colonies, I wondered could
Mhm.
the queens see each other. Like, if you keep 2 test tubes next to each other, can they see each other? Will it put them off from laying? I don't think it does. Um,
No,
no, I think I can't remember what I was actually going to say about where I was going with it.
I can crack on for you. I think with ants, it's probably 80-90% pheromone smell with them. I don't, do you know what I mean? The eyesight, I don't think comes into it. It's they
Yeah,
follow a trail.
that's what I was going to
They
say.
can
That's
smell
what I
it.
was going to say.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
I think like so as it went on, I had 2 outworlds next to each other. I had
Mhm.
Myrmecoruba in one, Lasius niger in the other, and they would crawl, against each other as such. They've never tried attacking the like, you know what I mean? You can kind of see aggression a bit more.
Well,
Um,
that's it.
I think, like you say, it's very pheromone based. If I was to open both lids at the same time, they'd probably get more aggressive. But they've never shown aggression towards each other's visual aspect.
No, no, you're definitely right there.
Do you ever cohabit any of your creatures?
No.
No,
Well,
so they've all got
I've
their
got
own
2
aggressive.
frogs together, 2 frogs and about 4 morning geckos at the minute together. But
Okay.
other than that, ants no, mantis no. You
Yeah.
can keep some mantis together, but I'm a softie, and if one of them got out, I'd be sad. So no.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Um, your tropical fish.
Yeah.
Do you have any like? What do you have tropical fish wise? Because some are really interesting, aren't they? Or do you just have like boring fish?
Well, it depends what your class is boring, because I've only just recently started again with them, and
Right,
I went to the pet shop and I was like, yeah, chatting away, and I found black widow tetras.
right, okay, yeah,
And I don't know, they just remind me of little piranhas, but don't eat meat. The vegetarian piranhas or vegan. Let's not offend anyone. Um, yeah, they're cool fish,
yeah,
and that's pretty much. I've just kept it at that. I'm keeping it simple.
yeah,
I've got a few catfish to clean up the bottom, but other than
yeah.
that, no, I'm just keeping it simple. So yeah,
That's
black widow
fair.
tetras, definitely.
You say you're starting it again. What kind of stopped you from carrying it on? Why did you stop?
Because I was a lazy git.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I'll be straight with you, son.
Yeah,
I was a
no, that's
lazy git.
good.
It was a lot of
Yeah.
I overstocked the tank. I got
Right.
too big of a tank. I just was just over ambitious, and in the end, the fish were dying, and it needed cleaning a lot, and I just lost heart with it. So, as I said, I'm keeping it simple now. Nothing fancy.
Yeah, yeah.
Nah.
No, that's that. If you enjoy like just the keeping of them rather than all the maintenance and stuff, because there are people which actually enjoy the maintenance side of things, and
Mm.
honestly, I can't see how when it comes to cleaning out filters and things like that of the fish.
Ah,
Well,
man. Have you ever smelled fish yet? Oh, bloody
I
hell.
yeah, it's not the
No, you're not
best
right.
thing, is it? It's rather yeah. So I used to keep fish, only goldfish, but still, it's not for me. I don't think.
No, well, that's fair enough, isn't it? You're you. You
That's
like
it.
what you like, isn't it?
I might try salt water at some point just for the challenge.
Yeah.
Bit
And it's
harder.
some really nice saltwater fish out there.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
yeah. I'd be interested to see if you did that.
I've been researching, but I'm not going to put it into concrete unless I know I can do it.
Yeah, exactly.
Um, in I don't know if this question is really relevant, to be honest. In
Crack
your
on.
tank, I'm guessing it's all fake plants.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, it is, yeah.
yeah. It's super difficult to get a like live tank actually working, isn't it?
Yeah. As we go back to simple, I'm just simple.
Yeah,
Keep the fish. I test the water with the pH and all that. And yeah, if I've got some like moss behind me, so I will add that eventually. But for now, they're okay. The
yeah,
tank's clean. All I've the nitrates, the nitrites, they're
yeah,
all good. So yeah, I can't complain at the minute. So yeah, just it's amazing what you find out when you simplify things.
yeah. No, that's I like that actually, keeping everything simple. You enjoy it that way. You're doing what you enjoy.
Yeah. So at the end of the day, a fish swimming in water is the same as any other fish. It's still swimming in water, isn't it? So
Yeah.
it just depends
Um,
what you like. So
excuse my bad chest. So your tarantulas. Do you own many tarantulas?
only three. Um,
Only three.
Only three at the minute. Yeah, they're only young, very very small.
Okay.
Um, I bought a mystery box off some company out there, and I thought
Yeah.
it was a primarily mantis seller, and yeah, I got a tarantula in one, and I've never looked back since. So
Fair enough.
the next
That
best thing was to buy two more. So
yeah, of course, and then a jumping spider as well.
yeah, but come on, if you don't like spiders, they are cute, aren't they? Come
Yeah,
on now.
yeah, yeah. Like I really want one, but the wife. I'll convince her one day, but I'm gonna have to do something extra special.
Well, You know, take your hat off, son. Comb that hair. Take her out for the beer. Way steady on. Hey?
Whoa.
Who could stop you? Who could stop you?
Oh, dear. Yeah, maybe. So you like keeping these tarantulas, even though they're random and whatever?
Yeah, it's something different. They're not an active pet. You don't really. They burrow. The ones I've got anyway burrow, so you don't
Yeah.
see them. But when you do see them, when you feed them and they pounce and they don't know. It just depends on the person, really, but I love them to bits.
Yeah.
I love all animals anyway. So
Yeah, you're a bit like me. You're just like into everything.
yeah, no, I am. I'm smoking like a trooper here because I'm nervous. So just excuse me if I disappear like fucking stars in the rise. So yeah.
Oh, big cloud to you. It's all good. It's all good. Is there any other inverts that you're looking at getting and adding to your collection? Because, like we say, you've got quite a good collection. And there's
I can't say there is.
No.
To be honest,
you're quite happy.
No, I am. I'm more than happy because you can get carried away, can't you? With certain, you can get once you get, let's say, a tarantula, you want something else, and you want this and that and that. But then you get to a point and you think, nah. So I'm just enjoying what I've got, and that's it for me. I'm happy.
That's fair enough. That's fair.
Happy as a pig in the proverbial, as they say.
What would you say is your favourite pet out of them all?
The wife.
Yeah, fair enough. If the wife wasn't listening, what would be the favourite pet?
It's a good job she's not in the room. I don't know. I really love my ants at the minute, so as I said, I love all my animals, but yeah, I'm really into my ants at the minute. I'm really enjoying them, watching them grow. And as I said, I've just expanded the Tetramorium into a big Saturn, and just to watch them form them trails and just how ants would sort of naturally act. It's nice. It's good to see. So I'm enjoying that.
Yeah,
I really am.
Do you have much time for your cats and dogs as you're spending all your time with the inverts?
It doesn't matter if I've got time or not. They're there. I'm surprised one hasn't jumped across the screen like a bloody unicorn yet.
Like a unicorn?
Yeah. No, but I've got, they're great. When you come home after a rubbish day, and they're there, they're in the window, they're happy to see you. You know what I mean? It is nice, and I don't know. As I say, I go back to I just love animals.
Love animals.
So much more than, well, sorry, chat fans, but yeah, I do. I love them more than people.
Yeah, no, it's completely understandable. I think a lot of us feel a bit like that. Yeah. Definitely, sometimes you can just kind of do what you want, like, and they're not going to judge you. I mean, my best friend was actually my old dog. I can honestly say he was my best friend. Told him everything, and he never told no one nothing.
Exactly. You know what I mean? You can't beat a dog, can you? You can't. They say man's best friend. It's definitely true. Or female's best friend in these day and times. But you know what I mean?
What dogs do you have?
I've got a Border Terrier. She's coming up to 13 now.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, and a Jack Russell Cross Chihuahua.
Oh,
7. Yeah, so she's, if you know what a Chihuahua's like, they're very rah.
Yeah.
And then you've got a Jack Russell who's just a bit nuts. Yeah. So yeah, you cross that with that, and so the kid, they're happy days.
Sorry about that. Quite a lively mix.
You could say that, yeah. I should charge people every time they come through the front door in this house. There's that much stuff in here, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like a viewing gallery.
Yeah, but you can't beat it, can you?
No, I mean, every time I have anyone over, even workmen, if they come over to my house, they see the tank and they're like, "What's that?" And I
Yeah,
have to explain it and be like, "Right, come have a look. This is that, and that's that." And then
yeah.
that's all they look at for the whole time they're here. It's hard to get them back to work.
Well, no, it is fascinating. You don't expect to see someone keeping a tank of ants in the living room, do you? So,
That's it. That's it. I mean, and I've got two right next to each other and a computer in the middle. And they walk in here and they're just like, "What is going on?" And then they walk into the ant corner. Like if
yeah,
they go into the ant corner before they come in here, they're really confused because there's test tubes and plastic vinyl tubing going all around the place, and they all wires and like timers and stuff. And they must look at it and think I'm making a bomb or something. I don't know. It can't look good to people which don't know. Loads of test tubes, loads of wires.
yeah. But you educate them, I'm sure, and hopefully they bought some
Oh yeah,
ants when they got home.
yeah. Of course, I educate everyone that I can, really. If you give me the chance to tell you about my ants, I will.
Oh, yeah, I'm the same. I'm not a very talkative person, and I've been nervous all day about coming on here. But when you talk to me about ants, whew,
Yeah, yeah. It
you may
gets
sit
easier.
down.
Gets easier. Well, honestly, we can't tell that you're nervous, apart from the
No.
constant smoking.
Well, yeah, that's my release of nervous energy. So
Yeah,
yeah,
no,
I'll
definitely.
probably I'll probably embarrass myself somewhere along the way, but you know what I mean.
I
You
think you've been fine. I think you've
you
been
crack
fine.
on in the comments and tell me what you think, and I won't read them. So
Nah, no, you've done really well, man. There's no reason to be nervous here. We've got a great community. This is one of the best things
oh
about
yeah,
being on it. Like I always say, we've got a great community. Everyone's really welcoming. So it's
yeah,
like even if you are nervous, it soon kind of disintegrates when you get chatting.
oh good, yeah. Yeah, no, everyone I've spoke to about ants in your what do you call that thing online?
Discord?
Discord, yeah, that will do. That one and everywhere else. No, I found everyone so happy, helpful, and that's the way it should be. If someone's got a problem, they're not doing it right, just say, yeah,
Yeah,
that's not quite right. Here's my opinion. Don't badmouth them, bully them, or anything. Just say what they need to do, and everyone will
yeah,
appreciate that. And that's what really winds me up about anything. Is there's no need to bully, and if they're wrong, they're wrong. Don't bully them. Just educate them in a nice,
yeah.
friendly way, and then they'll appreciate that and they'll do it. If you just bully them, they'll probably go off in an anger and not listen to you.
Not do it. Yeah, yeah.
So yeah,
You are right. You are right. I've got a couple more.
not very often I'm right, but yeah, listen to
I
me.
would say quite often you're right. When we get chatting, quite often you're right. In fact, I take your advice quite often because you know your stuff.
Hey, that's all right, isn't it? Bloody hell.
So I've got a couple more questions, but they're a little bit what's the word? Self-orientated?
Yeah, not me. About
No,
me.
me.
Oh, you. Yeah, that's all right. You crack on. I'll answer questions about you.
I bet you would. um, are you enjoying the sub boxes so far?
Yeah, man. I'm really enjoying it. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I,
It's a nice spread out set of things, and the information pack is brilliant. What you send with them, so yeah, I can't complain. Anyone that's getting into ants, 100%. Yeah, really good, really good. And the ants
fact,
I got in the first pack, I sent you a picture today.
yeah,
Absolutely buzzing. They're
yeah,
doing really, really well. So healthy. So
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
no, I can't complain. Yeah.
I saw that pic, and like you say, doing really well. They must have close to 20 on. I don't know how much brood they've got. Loads of brood.
Tell me about it. I was surprised because I'm trying to swap them tubes because I checked them today and
Yeah,
having the tubs and tubes and I haven't looked at them. I know they feed, they come out and do all that, but I checked them and I thought, no, they need changing. So they're currently, hopefully, going to change. But you know what Lacius Niger's like, stubborn. So I've just got to. But now they're doing really well. It's such an underrated ant is the Lacius Niger. You can't. I mean, if that's all you kept, you'd be happy.
Yeah,
you would.
I mean, that's all I kept for like my first 10 years of ant keeping. Was just Lacius Niger. Yeah, and I love them. Even now, I love them. They're one of my favorite species to keep, and they're just so easy and like hardy. They are the only thing that's really annoying with them is when you try and move them into a new tube and they just won't.
Yeah, tell me about it. But no, if you mimic, because they're from the UK, if you kind of mimic the seasons as they go along in the UK, they're so easy because you can do that because if it's cold outside, then they'll be fine. So you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I'm not very good at explaining things, but I'm sure people know what I mean.
Yeah, I'm sure they do. They put up with me, and I can't explain anything without getting it wrong twice. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, third time lucky.
Yeah, but I try, but someone actually said that to me the other day. It normally takes me 3 or 4 attempts of explaining something before I'm actually clear, because my brain goes so fast I can't get it all out. I don't know.
Hey, I congratulate you on your patience for explaining it 4 times.
Well,
mind if they get it.
Yeah, I suppose I am quite patient when it comes to it. I just go and see. I think I have asked all. Oh, there is one more question. Have you kept anything else in the past that you no longer keep?
Oh, have you got till midnight?
So a lot then.
Chickens, quail.
Yeah.
Rats, hamsters. Just pretty much anything other than snakes. I've probably had it.
Fair enough. But that's not a bad thing, really.
No, it's kept me busy. I'm 36 now, and I'm happy as a pig. So they've kept me busy, and I've always loved them, and they've done well. I've never ever got rid of anything. So
yeah, it's just been a natural progression. Would you keep snakes again?
No, they terrify me.
But you had one anyways.
No, I've never had it. As I said, and everything other than a snake. No.
Oh, everything other than a snake. Sorry.
Yeah. No, you're all right with that. There's enough people out there that love them. So.
Yeah. See, I would quite like a snake, but again, trying to convince the wife of that, I don't think it's going to happen.
No, well, you keep that snake to yourself. Don't come to me asking for advice.
See, I'm kind of hoping that when Amy grows up, she moves into her own place and she gets the snake and the tarantula and everything I can't keep, she will.
You'll live vicariously through them, won't you? So.
Yeah. I mean, why else do we have kids?
I don't know. I ain't got none. I don't want any. You know what I mean? I'll keep all the pets in the world, but kids now, you can keep them.
Hard work.
I bet. I know your daughter last week was amazing.
Yeah,
she
really
is. Cheered me up with her laugh and everything.
Her laugh is infectious. Like she just she can be stood there doing absolutely nothing, burst out laughing. Just ha 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 ha. What are you laughing at, Amy?
How does she laugh?
You can clip that as well.
Good lad. No, she's amazing. And your other daughter, what was your other daughter? She was
Kayla.
So happy. Kayla, yeah. So happy. It's nice to hear.
Been wanting to come on the stream for so long, bless her. But she's not really into ants or insects, so it was kind of like, how can I make that work? So having Amy on first and then her on afterwards to kind of be like the opposing force, I thought it made for an interesting conversation.
No, it did. Really, really enjoyable. So, yeah.
No, bless them. I think I think they will do well as YouTubers. Amy obviously is already a YouTuber. Kayla would like to be, but she can't work out what she wants to do. Right. Okay. I think
That's fair enough.
lightning's just started again.
Oh, was it? Oh, hey.
Yeah, it literally just flashed in my car park.
Oh,
Yeah. Oh well. So the
that's what they do
storm.
around there, is it?
It is. Yeah. There's. We won't go into that. I'm in the countryside. We won't go into that. Oh dear. Is there anything else that you want to talk about before we let you go, Ted?
No, man, I'm happy. I've said my piece. So, yeah, no, I'm just everyone in the ant community. We love you. You're amazing, and that's it. Keep it happy, keep it safe, and just don't be mean.
No, I think that makes for got people entering the room now. I think that makes for a great ending. Thank you very much for coming on, buddy.
No worries, mate.
I think that's about all. I shall let you disappear.
Oh, I'm good at that. I'll take it easy, buddy.
No, and you, mate. Thank you very much.
See you later.
Mate. Right, now this way, that way, this way, that way. You got me again for a little while. How is everybody? Thank you. This is a genuinely like Ryan Hughes. That is your uncle. Thanks for watching, Ryan. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the chat show. I'm gonna try and put this camera back on the diet camera. So just give me. I'm gonna do the 30-second countdown doodad thingamajig, and I'll put on the other cameras, and we'll make it happen. It'll be fine. 30 seconds, and I'll be back. Oh, there we go. I've been there talking to myself. Hopefully you can hear me now. But we are back. Right, try and get the camera going. 2 seconds. I'm normally more prepared than this, but not tonight apparently. We'll go with that one. No, we'll go with that one. That one. That would do. There we go. How is everyone? Thank you very much for watching the show tonight. That was a great interview with Ted. Thank you very much for Ted for coming on and sharing his awesome pets with us. Apparently that's really high up. You can only see my forehead. That's better. Right, so where are we at? This storm is crazy. Like I say, the lightning's just started up again. Overnight there was lightning, there was thunder, the rain was so heavy. It woke me up at about 5 in the morning, and you could hear the rain, right? But you could also hear the water running down the road because it was like a river. It was insane in like 5-10 minutes. I don't know, absolutely crazy amount of water which came down. And then the rain really slowed down, and that's when we got the thunder and lightning. Whatever, like the weather is very confusing. But who fancies the duck race? Apparently we've got 4 people in the chat in a moment, so we're going to do a 4 duck race. 4 duck race, duck race. There we go. Oh, it's very warm in here. Here we go. 2 minutes. And we're going to have 4 people. So if you want to grab yourself a duck, we have a great selection for this race. All you got to do is shout out the number, and you'll be allocated that duck. Hey Ted, thanks for joining. All Ants UK 4 gang for life, and Mark has also said 4 as well. So you might have to fight over that one, I'm afraid, guys. They're still going for that waxworm. It has been trying so hard to get away. It's been digging down, but they'll dig it out. The diacama, when they're in hunting mode, are so determined. Like, they will not let that waxworm get away. And I'm quite sorry the waxworm's been in there, an hour and a bit now, trying to fight off these diacama. Most things should have been dead by now. Like, I really would have thought it'd be dead by now. It's quite surprising. Not the best thing, really. Not the best for it. So here we go. Got rid of my ugly mug. And we have a duck race. Let's bring up full screen duck race. So we have policeman duck, snowman duck, Russian duck. No, Russian duck. I didn't say Russian. British soldier duck, sorry. And purple stripy duck. So I'm going to give you another 30 seconds to call out your duck numbers. Right, All Ants UK is 3, which makes Mark number 4. Ted, if you want to get in on it, you're more than welcome. And if you're watching on Twitch or Facebook, you're more than welcome to join in as well, because we currently have viewers on all 3 platforms. And before I forget, I want to say a massive welcome to everyone on all 3 platforms as well. Thank you very much for signing in and watching. It's always an honor to entertain you. And don't forget, if you do miss any of it, it is uploaded to Spotify. We're doing it season by season now, though. At the moment, it's a lot of work. Right, so on we go with the race. I've just managed to stab myself with my pen. It really hurts. I don't think there's any blood, but we shall see. I don't always bleed very fast. And Snowman Duck is pushing out in front, closely followed by British Soldier Duck. Policeman Duck and Purple Stripy Duck holding at the back, preserving their energy. And here we go. They're all starting to level out a bit at the moment. Purple Duck just taking the lead now. He's a very determined little duck. He waited, saw his opportunity, boosh, gone. Off he goes. Last 30 seconds now. Soldier Duck holding first position. Last 10 seconds, and they're pushing everything they've got now. Here we go, and crossing the line. Number two took the prize. I don't think anyone took number 2 as a duck. But well done, Snowman Duck. You've done it again. Let's bring up that as a full screen so everyone can see exactly what is happening.
Ted, 5. There was only 4 ducks, buddy. You didn't drink that much during the stream, did you? Seeing an extra duck and whatnot. I don't know. Does that count as a hallucination if you start seeing ducks? I was once, I had a nightmare. Oh, this must have been a long time ago, right? And the nightmare, basically all it was the chat show went really wrong, right? My guest cancelled 5 minutes before the show, like they normally do, and then just like everything went wrong basically. And then the end of the nightmare was me being chased by a massive duck. And then I woke up. So, on with the chat show. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Have you ever heard about all these lucky people, right? They open a box of cereal and there's an insect in it. Normally dead, but how cool would that be? Like, get a foreign, like, I don't know, free insect. I wouldn't complain, would I? I probably would complain, get some free cereal or something. Like, whenever I go into shows, I go down to the shops, put on my coat, get my shoes, go down to the shops, try not to trip over anyone because they're small. Try not to get angry at anyone because it's shopping and I hate shopping. And then, you buy your cereal, go home, open it. There's no insects in there. What a letdown. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Whilst I'm here talking random stuff, I'm going to tell you about my Formica colony. Now, you may have noticed I haven't done like a unveiling of my Formica colony on my channel anywhere. And that's for a very good reason, right? So the Formica colony are being grown for a specific reason, or they're going to be one of the exhibition exhibits. So when you come to the exhibition, there'll be loads of different like areas doing different things, and there'll be different exhibits just to go and look at. Like, you can ask questions and so on and so forth. Just, it's going to be interesting, really cool. So the Formica colony, that is my Formica colony, I'm growing them really well. It's going to be one of the exhibits at the show. Like, this was always the sort of plan anyways, but I thought I'd tell you why I haven't shown them on the channel yet. My bad, but it's going to be worth it. It's going to be awesome when I finally let them loose in their enclosures at the exhibition. It's going to be really cool. And whilst I'm here chatting as well, there will be some further updates coming about the exhibition. Obviously, I have said, and I've made it clear, that we are not releasing updates publicly or massive updates publicly until after AntCon. There will be updates this week, like confirmed vendors, sort of a site map of where they're going to be, a few extra details and stuff. It's all going on my Patreon. So if you already support me on Patreon, you have full access to that instantly. If you want full access to it, go check out my Patreon. It's only £3 a month. But yeah, lots of extra details will go into my Patreon. Obviously, I'm not letting it out to the public yet, as I made clear. But I thought I can, as I'm now getting into the final stages of organization, I've got a lot more sort of stuff I can show on paper as such, not just in my head, So a lot of that will be going on my Patreon. And you may have noticed this banner running along the bottom of the screen at the minute saying, enjoy our free educational downloads. Now, I think I've mentioned it before, but I just like, there's lots of random things that we're putting together on the Ants and the Rock brand. As you know, we're doing everything, lots of different things. And this is just one of them. It's completely free, mainly aimed towards the younger generations, get them into ant keeping nice and early, But I don't know. It's just there. It's a bit extra. We've got several new things that are going to be uploaded as well this week. New educational downloads. All really cool and all apart from the first one, because I didn't do it with the first one, but all from now on are copyrighted and branded and some look. So that'd be good. Because I did notice the first one got stolen onto that fake scam website as well. But yeah, so now everything on the website will be branded from now on, as you do. But yeah, so check it out. Like I said, it might not be for you. It might be like, you might look at it and be like, yeah, this is for kids. A few of them definitely are. There's a couple of things for toddlers. I can't actually remember how far we've got in the uploading and process, but there are things designed for general ant keepers and stuff as well, without releasing any information that might not be available on the website. Yeah, there's going to be stuff for all sorts of ages, sorts of abilities, and it's all completely free. A bit more than a basic care guide or whatever, you know what I mean? Although we have got care guides as well. Now, is there anything anyone wants to talk about to me? Any questions for me? We've decided to watch the Diacama tonight, which is a bit of a change, as I said earlier. It's nice to see something different, and there's such an exciting colony. As you can see, they like their live prey. They sting it, tear it apart, and then they drag it back to their pit of doom. And it's really surprised me that this one waxworm has lasted that long. I've given them 6, and the rest have all disappeared rather sharpish. As you can see, like, they're also digging at the same time, which, you know, generally they're always digging. Like, all that dirt on top of the test tube they've put there. That test tube was originally sat on top of the substrate, completely on top of the substrate. Slightly to the bottom of the test tube and to the left, all of that dirt has been put there as well. That was originally a flat rock face. Seeing how much they've changed the tank actually makes me wonder if there's any substrate under the main surface that I can see. Like, they've literally they've moved so much dirt. You can see they're bringing out rocks. That's from the drainage layer. So they've broken through the drainage layer. Yeah, they're just everywhere. They're doing really well. The colonies for Diacama don't actually grow much larger than a couple of hundred, if that. 100 is generally the limit, but you can push it to about 200. I think this colony's over 100, I'd say, probably closer to about 150. Again, they've been quite easy to care for. They're really bad at climbing. They can climb, but they tend to fall off really easily before they even reach the barriers. They are lone hunters, which means that they tend to go out on their own. And most of the time, the colony's a lot quieter than this. But the minute one of those bullet ants finds prey, they release their pheromones, and you get quite a response, as you can see. And they all gang up, stinging it and doing their thing, trying to subdue whatever the prey item may be. And the heavy rain has just started again. So if I get flooded, just remember I love you all. Could have like I don't know. There has been times where this island floods quite badly because obviously we're surrounded by the ocean. And even that, they cut off the causeway quite often as well. But it's never a worry. Just means we get a day off school, a day off work and all of that. Day off in general, and no one can really moan at us. Because we're stuck on an island. A tiny island. It's not forgetting that the UK is actually an island, you know. But your island's bigger than our island. I don't know. So yeah, moving 16 colonies last night. Bit of a long one, we could say. I had some Lasius niger, I had Lasius flavus to move. Believe it or not, they haven't moved. They're still in their old test tube, waiting to do something with themselves. And then I had to move some Mesobarbarus. They will move straight away. Of course, no issues. The minute you expose them to light, they're looking for the darkness. So some large colonies of Mesobarbarus I've got now, some towards 20 workers, I'd say. Which is always nice. You know, I've had them since they were just queens, so I've raised them quite well. And obviously the customers will be happy. What else did I have to move? I keep wanting to say Tetramonium bicardum or whatever it is, but it's not. It's Tetramonium crispatum. That's the one. I had to move a couple of colonies of crispatum. I think that was about it as well, actually. I think that's about all the different species I had to move. But yeah, it was a bit of a job, you could say. It's not even a lot of effort. It's just the time of it, you know, lining all up, watching them. Like the messes, like by the time I had finished, like putting all the test tubes lined up and whatever, pretty much all the Mesobarbarus had moved. Yeah, they were that fast, that easy. So they could be closed up and put up on the doodad. You know what I mean? I've got these shelves that are particular shelves just for the test tubes that are getting sold, away from my normal ant colonies and whatever. So they went up on there almost straight away, which gave me more space to do the moves. But yeah, it was just one of those things. I mean, it's one of those things that all ant shops has to do, the maintenance of their ants whilst they're waiting to be sold. Hello, ants and pets. Thank you for signing on. I'm just talking about I had to move 16 ant colonies into new test tubes last night out of the ones that I'm selling. Fairly easy. All the Mesobarbarus moved straight away. It was just the Lasius, Flavus, and Nigers, really. Actually, my Tetramorium crispatum haven't moved either, which I really thought they wouldn't hang about. They're quite active anyway, so they have workers as well. I thought they'd just be straight off into the new tube, but that hasn't happened. I'll keep them there for however long it takes. It's no rush to me, you know. I know there's air holes and so on and so forth, so it's not a massive issue. Excuse my bad cough. I'm gonna have a drink and see if we can get rid of this bad cough. There we go. That's a little bit better. A little bit gooder. Now, where are we on my list of stuff to talk about? Let's have a little look-see look. Well, it looks like we're heading towards another duck race if people want a duck race. There's only 4 or 5 people watching at the moment, so if you want a duck race, just say yes in the chat. We currently have 3 watching on YouTube and 1 watching on Twitch, which isn't a bad thing. We like a nice quiet night occasionally. It does look like I've just about covered everything that I was going to talk about. Now, you might have noticed, and I have said it a few times, that these streams are a little bit shorter at the minute, and I'm not releasing quite as many videos. I have had a really, really rough time with my health lately. My chest infection is still ongoing. And if you've been watching the streams, you know this has been about 8 or 9 weeks now with quite a nasty chest infection. It's completely tired me out and exhausted me. So I'm doing my best with the chat shows, but I'm not going to sit here and bore you all night because I just haven't got the energy in me to be all upbeat and give you interesting information and stories like I normally would. Excuse me again. But I am working quietly in the background as I always do. Got a million things that I'm still charging away with 100 mile an hour. But I've just put the videos on a bit of a back burner at the moment until I can really put some passion into it, which I just don't have the energy to show my passion. You know how much I love this hobby. I don't want to seem like a downer about it at all. So I haven't been releasing as many videos or doing my recordings because it's more the recording section. But I've got loads of footage and lots of video ideas that are building up and things, but I just haven't been able to finish a lot of the recording. So I do apologize for that completely. It's my fault. And I will do better in the future. Now, we haven't had calls for another duck race, so we're not going to do another duck race. And if there is no further questions, I'm going to think about ending the stream in just a couple of minutes. Again, a massive thank you to everyone for signing on. I really do appreciate the views. I appreciate you all putting up with me talking rubbish, basically. What an amazing interview, though. Ted was really spectacular. So I just noticed the chat at the same time. Ted was spectacular and a great guy to chat to. So really thank you for Ted for coming on. If you don't know Ted, he is also a moderator on this channel. And I also am a part of his Facebook group, that Ant Keeping Community. I think that was the right one. So if you haven't checked it out, join his Facebook group. There you go, Ted. Thank you. These ants are brutal. Are you taking them to AntCon too? Ants UK. I'm not going to AntCon. Oh, you mean the exhibition? Probably not, because it would be really difficult to transport these in their current setup. You know, I wouldn't want to risk any tunnel collapses or anything like that. But yes, they are brutal. There will be some for sale. There will be Diacama for sale there, but I'm not making an exhibit out of them, if you know what I mean, if that makes sense. Sorry. Yeah, that's fair. Just having them will be brutal for your public insurance. That is completely fair. I don't think, though, they really took in much notice of what species of ants were there. It's more the fact of they're all contained and things like that came up. But what was I going to say? I can't actually remember. It was about Diacama. No, I can't remember. Yeah, that's it. They're not actually as painful as you would think. You know, they are bad sting, yes, but they're not like the real bullet ants. The real bullet ants are something else. I mean, as you can see, they've had that waxworm there for probably about an hour and a half, and they've struggled to take it down properly yet, which is really weird because normally they would have torn it apart in this time. Yeah, antimatter, I'd rather not test it. Yeah, I completely agree. I probably will get stung by them at some point. I've always avoided it so far. I've been quite lucky. Thick skin on waxworm. Yeah, it is quite thick, to be fair. That is a very good point, Ants UK. Thank you. But I put in 6, and all the other 6, they've disappeared them into the hole. But you can see them like tearing into them usually. I have seen them tear them in half as well. But I don't know, this one, what it did was it started digging into the substrate. So they've pretty much had to dig it back out and then try and kill it. I mean, I wouldn't want to be that waxworm. That looks quite painful. Loads of ants just walking about. I do love watching this colony because there's just, when they're all out and active like this, even before I put the food in, there was probably a good 20 or so walking about in their outworld section, just, you know, doing their thing. They love walking about the different plants.
So I don't know if anyone heard the thunder just then, but that was pretty intense, and it's just shut down the stream on the computer anyways. So on that note, I think I will be ending the stream. Thank you all for signing in, watching. You've all been absolutely awesome. But we're getting no internet connection at all now. There's a storm going full blast just above my house. And the other one is about to die. Yeah, everything's about to run out and die. So I'm going to say a massive thank you to everyone signing in and watching. It's been an absolute pleasure as always. Thank you for coming in and coming back again. A massive thank you to my Patreon supporters. We got Katrina, Stacey, Jason and Kevin. You're all absolutely awesome and legendary. And don't forget, answer us for supporting this stream. Amazing that he would do that for us. The streams are definitely getting better since his involvement. So a massive thank you to Answer Us. I'm just trying to read the last of the comments. And yeah, thank you all again for signing in. I'm sorry I can't stay a little bit longer, but everything's about to shut down on me. And I just can't last any longer. So don't forget to sign in on our next show. We have Wednesday, obviously, and Sunday every week for the foreseeable future. 9 o'clock, pre-show feeding starting at 8:30. Be there or be square, as they say. I love you all. Thank you all for signing on. I'll catch you again soon. Message me if you want me. As always, from me, I'll see you again soon, Ant fans.